some hygienists don't like when patients fall asleep on them. I think it's great. I think they trust you. Their life is on your hands. If doing dental hygiene was easy, then everybody would do it. You guys, it's not easy, but it's doable if you just really focus, lock in, and really apply yourself. You can do it.
Because I feel like whatever you do in your life, whether it's dental hygiene, whether it's any profession that you have.
Do it while you still get your stuff done, though.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome back to Real Talk Beyond the Dental Chair. I am Ima Steffi, your host, and we have right here Julio Cesar. Julio, welcome. For those of you who don't know yet, can you share who you are and a little bit about yourself? What brought you to dentistry to begin with? And I understand that you are in EF2 in California.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain in your own words, what does that mean?
Yes, of course. Well, I want to start off by saying thank you, Inma, for having me as a first podcast guest. This is my first being a guest on a podcast. So thank you so much for having me. For all of you that don't know me, my name is Julio Cesar. I am an RDA EF2. And to give you a little backstory on that, Inma, an EF2 is an expanded functions dental assistant level 2. We are like the sidekick for a dentist. We are allowed to do a lot of procedures that they do. So we take a lot of the load off their back. So that's kind of how I explain it to my patients is like we are basically their little sidekick. So whenever they don't have time to do certain things like restorations, crown deliveries, final impressions, all of that, that's what we take care of.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You also do restorations?
Yes. So part of being an EF2 is you are able to place and contour final restorations, whether that's being resin composite or amalgam. I know amalgam is usually not used as much anymore, but we are also trained to do amalgam. We can do all the fillings you can think of, class ones, twos, facials, all of that good stuff.
It's amazing. So you're like a mini dentist.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly because sometimes, we get kind of a pushback where, some patients don't know what we can do. And then the dentist goes in there, he numbs and drills, and then we go in there and finish everything for them. So they're kind of confused, like, wait, who are you? And so then that's where I have to step in and kind of tell them and show them what I can do, give them a backstory of my credentials. Like, this is something I didn't get off like a cereal box. So don't worry. You know what I mean? Like I went to extensive educational training and we are licensed by the Board of California. So I kind of explained this to them and then they're like, oh, okay. Wow. I had no idea that this existed. And not a lot of people do know that this exists because it's barely like a new career starting. I think it started in like 2015, 16, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but it hasn't been around for a while.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. I didn't know that existed. So it was so great to know that you are one because I was like, oh, good. So you're going to educate me.
Yes, and I'm so excited for you to have me on here because not a lot of people know what we can do. That's why it's a wonderful thing to kind of learn these different careers because some people get so discouraged of going back to school. They're not really like, oh my God, what can I do to further my education? But it's quick. So these like little careers that not a lot of people know about are very beneficial to kind of educate the public.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that. So tell me, in your own words, what is a normal day for you look like in the office?
Okay, so this is such a great question because so usually what happens is it just depends. If it's a light day, the front office will schedule me a full column of patients that I see on my own. And that column usually entails by like seeing crown deliveries. For example, I'll have a crown delivery from 8 to 9 where I do everything from start to finish, where I measure the crown, make sure the contacts are good, the margin, take the x-ray. If everything looks great, then I final cement it. Then I'll see like denture impressions. I can do the denture impressions for the doctor from start to finish. I do the bite registrations, the trying phases. I do the deliveries. They'll schedule on my PO checks. Like if I have to check You come in for implant surgery. I check for the doctor how everything's going. I educate them on how to maintain that area clean and safe so they won't get any bacteria. So that would be like a light day where I have a full day of scheduled patients like that I see on my own. So we build a relationship with our patients because they see us more than the dentist itself, kind of like a hygienist,
Yeah.
but we're more on the restorative side. Now, for example, if we have associates doctors working for us and it's a very heavy day, what we'll do is we get scheduled with them. So, say I'll have like a crown delivery in the morning, and then they'll block out time once the doctor is done with his part, like drilling wise. Then I go and jump over and finish the restorations, and we're going like that back and forth. If they need me to go do, they did a crown prep, then I go in there and take the final impression. Either I make the decision like whether I want to send it to the laboratory or if it's complicated, or can I scan it in house and make it a CEREC crown here in house for them. Our day goes by quickly where we work alongside the dentist most of the time. So it's like a very great career because you're literally talking with the dentist, making decisions for them. There's times where I catch something that he doesn't catch. And they're like, "Oh my God, Julio, thank you. I didn't see that. Thank you so much." We're on it. We're on it, girl.
So what made you decide to pursue it EF2? Is that the name for it?
Yeah, EF2. It's for short.
Just being a dental assistant.
So I as soon as I graduated high school, I was like, I need to go into something that I always thought in the back of my mind. I don't know if you're gonna have a question of how I got into dentistry. Let's just answer that question. I'm like, where are we going? I'm like so excited. You got me because I'm such a yapper in my so if you want to tell me to be
I basically
quiet,
asked you, so if you can answer that.
you're like, okay, that's enough. I'm just a yapper, just tell me to shut up. Okay, so yeah, I feel like I've always been interested in like furthering education. I'm always that one person who's for people bettering their education and furthering the education. Like I'm all for it. Being an RDA is great. They do a lot of things for the dentist, but I felt like, I'm destined for more. I feel like you either have that drive or you don't. If you want to, it's totally fine if you want to stay as an RDA. That's great. But for my personal self, I wanted to go further. And so as soon as I heard about this new career, I was like, that's up my alley. I love what I do already. So why not get some more education and, further my skills to help them. Yes, it's the money's great, but that's not my priority because at the end of the day, you're here to help people and to change their smiles and to help them and bring back their confidence. And that's what I love. I love to do that. And that's why I decided to kind of go further into my EF2 functions.
I think that is great. And also because just being an assistant is, I mean, like you say, assistants do a lot. So when I say just, what I mean is like, is more limited.
Exactly, exactly. That's a great way to put it. Like as an RDA, you're great. It's a great career for those who love to be an RDA. It's such a great career. It's very rewarding, but that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, why not be more, right? I really love that drive in young people. And I'm going to say young because I'm much older than you. I'm so fan of you guys. I think that the future really is in your hands. And when I see the younger generations having the ambition, the drive to do something more for themselves, it's something that I really enjoy seeing.
Yes, and it's people like yourself right now, like what you just said, that makes the world go round. So people who want to see other people succeed, people who want to see like this younger generations or this new generation of like people trying to further their careers. We need people like yourself that are supportive, because if there's no support in the world, I don't think the world can go round. You know what I mean?
What is your favorite thing to do?
My gosh, that is such a hard question because I honestly love what I do, but if I would to choose something that I would just stick to doing every day, I think I would have to say restorations, honestly. I don't like the complicated, big, huge MODLs or MODBs. Like, you have to restore more, but like, I think I like the fact that I can rebuild a tooth and contour it, structure it back to like a beautiful state. I think that I would like that. I think I enjoy that.
So I read an article the other day about your position. Because knowing that
Mhm.
you're coming, I'm gonna try to educate myself a little bit. Because I tell you, I was fully uneducated in
I
these
love
things. I have to recognize.
love that.
So they were saying that what was happening is that many of people like you that have this kind of profession does better restorations than the dentist itself because you have all this time
Exactly.
with the patient, right? Whether the dentist is trying to
Right.
jump from one room to another, you have it columned an hour for this patient to do this restoration. So you really take your time and you pride on it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly, because I feel like we're just more narrowing down on that, just that one skill, and we have more time to perfect it other than the dentists are great, obviously, right? But they have other stuff to go do. So we are just there trying to finish it off, and so, yeah, we have more time, so I agree. I agree.
yeah. So do patients know the difference like when you do it?
So honestly, I feel like I've gotten patients who have said, wow, like this has been a great experience. I feel like it feels good. They don't come back for sensitivity. I perfected my skills so much that I don't want it. Of course, in the beginning, they'd come back and I'm like, oh, this tooth hurts. What's going on? And they think it's me because what did you do? But no, I always educate my patients since the beginning. Look, this is what can happen. It's going to be okay. Just come back. I can fix it. For example, the majority of the time they come back because it hurts. It's most likely because it's still high. So I have to check the occlusion, kind of reduce the occlusion a little more. And they're like, oh my God, that feels so much better. And that's most of the time what it is. But yes, I've had a lot of patients tell me that, great job. I wouldn't say better because I'm like, we're all in this together. He can do something better than I can, or I can do something better than them can. But honestly, at the end of the day, yes, I've had that and it makes me feel so good. Honestly, Inma, like the best compliment I've ever gotten was when I'm working on with patients, they fall asleep. They're like, your aura and your presence just makes me so comfortable and makes me fall asleep. And I personally think that's great because it's like they're relaxed and they trust me. And that's a big thing in dentistry is when someone trusts you, then you've hit the jackpot.
Have you ever had a patient that falls asleep in your chair when you have the suction and the water and everything in his mouth?
Yes, but you know what? Everything is so advanced nowadays that they usually have an isolite. So if they do fall asleep, their mouth stays open or like a bite block. But I've gotten patients who are like snoring, but I'm like, let me do my thing. You take your nap, babe, because I think that you are tired and life is lifing, so you're good.
I think it's funny. Those kind of isolations is more your time and towards the end of my career as well. But at the beginning, we didn't have that stuff, so much technology and everything. But it was just so funny. I had a couple that actually fell asleep when I'm working in their mouth with water, with everything. And one of them I remember particularly because he was snoring. So he was gargling in the back of his throat.
Yeah. Oh, because he's like snoring, so it's like, oh my God, I love that.
So cute. I'm like,
That
well,
is really cute.
he tired and like you say, really trust me to do.
Yes, I think it's a great compliment. I've seen on TikTok some hygienists don't like when patients fall asleep on them. I think it's great. I think they trust you. Their life is on your hands.
Yeah.
Great, you know?
Yeah, I see a lot of comments in TikTok and in social media, and all I'm gonna say is like patients are in social media too, and they see you guys. So I will hesitate to say anything that is negative.
Right. Being you're being watched 100% of the time.
You are, and it has been a couple crazy things that I see out there, like even dentists that
Yeah,
actually they're not dentists anymore, and for them, because if they feel that way, they should not be dentists.
right. Yeah, I agree.
But it's like, well, I'm sure that we're not perfect either.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And especially at the beginning, right? When we start. Because like you said before, with the restorations and everything, I think that in any profession, there is like a 2-year gap that
Mhm.
is for you to perfect your craft.
Exactly.
You just graduate, yes, you do know the basics, of course. You're educated, you're very book smart,
Right.
right? But
It's a whole ball game. It's a whole different ball game. Once like, school can teach you all the basics, like you said, but at the end of the day, nothing is going to compare
No?
to actually clinical work, like real life situations. So, yeah, unless you learn it, like, I think I remember talking to you a while back and you were like, "I don't mind if someone has a critique for me. I'm here to take that criticism and work with it and better myself." Because at the end of the day, if we let that consume us, we're not gonna get anywhere. The best way is to learn from clinical experience, hands on, and learn from your mistakes. I had to learn that the hard way. Trust me, I'm not here to sitting here telling you that I was taking criticism so well in the beginning because no, like I wanted to be so perfect that when they told me, Julio, this is not good, you left the contact open, Julio, the margins open. And I would be like, no, it's not. I had to learn how to control my emotions and be like, okay, what can I do to fix this? Right?
It's experience, Julio.
Experience.
And then you
Exactly.
start trying things and you see what it works and what it doesn't work. And you're like, oh my God, well, there is this product now that if I add this product before the restoration or whatever, the patient has less sensitivity, or it works better if I actually use this technique instead of the other. It's experience. It
Exactly.
comes to that.
I love it. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. For all of us in any profession, actually.
And that's for all my dental professional babes that are watching this. It's gonna be okay. It's not gonna come naturally in the very beginning. No, you're gonna just relax. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah. We all go through the same thing. All of us.
Exactly.
Whoever say they're not being truthful.
They're not being truthful. I was just gonna say, they're liars. Just kidding.
And you're still learning every year. Or profession is a profession that will never stop learning.
Exactly.
It's like computer science.
Yep.
Every year something new will come up and we just have to adapt to it. So yeah. So do you have any funny or memorable first time when you started your respondent functions? Something that you remember that you're like, oh yeah, and make you laugh, or it could be also emotional, something that you say, gosh, this is why I do what I do.
Okay, honestly, this one's a great you have good questions, by the way. I feel like, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna have to say when I work alongside the dentist with doing like a full mouth restoration. That meaning like if they have crowns from molar to molar or like bicuspid to bicuspid, and I have to restore that smile. So meaning they go in there, they do the preps. I go in there and take this impression, kind of take the shade, work with them of how they like want their smile, right? Like, do you want to have a more, if they're female, more feminine look to your crowns or your veneers, more masculine look? Like, that whole process and then me delivering them at the end and like showing them
Yeah.
and how like that big experience where you're just like, "Oh my god, is this me? Like, this is my smile." I've had a lot of patients who, like, look at their new smile, they start crying because like, "I've never had this smile before in my life." Like, they get so emotional, they get so happy, and that's what makes me feel like this is why I do what I do because that's the reaction I want. That reaction is just everything to me because they just feel like they're empowered. A great smile is a great confidence booster, whether someone says it or not. That's the first thing I notice in someone. Not just because I'm in the dental field, even before that, like someone with a great smile, I'm always like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Because I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
And I think that because we are in the dental field, that's the first thing that we see in a person, right?
It's such a blessing and a curse.
I know.
It's such a blessing and a curse because you're just like, "God, Julio, why are you staring at that person's teeth? Why?" Or you know what I mean? I can't help it. That's the first thing I notice.
It is the curse. Have you ever been watching a movie and say,
Yes, girl.
has gingivitis,
My gosh, I am cracking up because that is
crown number 8?
that is so oh my gosh, I am literally dying because that's exactly what happens. Like if I'm watching a movie and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, she has veneers." And my friends are like, "How do you know?" I'm like, "I know. She has veneers." It's like, I just love it
It's so
and I
funny.
hate it.
You can't help it. But anyway, so you're currently studying to be a dental hygienist. And
I am.
so what motivates you to take that leap?
Oh my gosh, this This is like a exciting slash nerve wracking topic to hit because it took me forever. And for those who are listening to us right now, thank you so much for being here. But just wanted to say it's never too late. Okay. I am far from figuring out my life, and I think that me deciding to go back to dental hygiene has been the best decision I have ever made in my life. So the number one question and I get, why didn't you do this earlier? And it's because there's a lot of factors that come into it, like the lack of education. First of all, there was not that much social media back then, so I didn't know that dental hygiene was possible because you're scared of the commitment. You're scared of this amount of schooling. You're scared of the amount of debt. And so that's just honestly what stopped me in the beginning. I was like, I don't know. I don't think I can do it. I'm not smart enough. I don't have the money for it. But now TikTok is so great, you guys, that we have people like Inma, a lot of popular dental hygienists that are out there that show you like it is possible. And so 4 years ago, I said, you know what? I love being an EF2. I love doing restorative. But the end goal has always been since I was young to become a dental hygienist. And so I was like, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's do it. Now that I have the support from my family, if it wasn't for my family, I wouldn't have that encouragement to go back to it. I have such a great support system. That's another thing that you need in your life is a great support system, someone who's going to help you follow your dreams because it's never too late. So if it wasn't for that, I don't think I could even be here in this position. So yeah, we decided let's go back for dental hygiene.
Yeah, I call that my A team. Your A
Yeah.
is the one, all your friends, family, everybody that supports you in the day to day and encourage you to be better, to do the best that you can. But I'm glad that you think like that about dental hygiene because dental hygiene is such a great profession, and we have so much controversy right now with what is going on, and I don't want the new students to get discouraged.
Exactly.
I really don't. Yes, there is a lot of study, you guys. I mean, just think that a lot of the courses that we take is part of the same course load to become a dentist as well.
Yes, and a lot of people don't know that.
Chemistry, pharmacology, anatomy, and physiology. I mean, all those courses are the same. We overlap in a lot of things, but then we also, because
Yeah.
dentistry is more restoration, we're more gums and bone periodontal disease.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Different, but guys, for me have been such a blessing. It's been a really good profession where I was able to support myself and my family, where I felt fulfilled. I was
Mm.
helping the patient, and the patient, without knowing, was helping me.
Yes, and that's very important.
So it's been a really great 20 years, and I would not change it for anything. So I don't want anybody to get discouraged. Yes, there is a lot
Yeah,
of work. There is a lot of money that you're going to have to invest,
right.
but you're going to get it back.
But exactly, you're gonna get that back and more. And I saw this the other day that says if doing dental hygiene was easy, then everybody would do it. You guys, it's not easy, but it's doable if you just really focus, lock in, and really apply yourself, you can do it.
So the thing is that hygiene is just like any other healthcare profession, right? You are treating patients, and whether the patient doesn't know or not, we treat them and we care about their health. And when we ask them about the medical history at the beginning, it's because we absolutely need to know. And it's not because we're nosy,
Yeah.
We want to know, what are you taking, if you have any diseases, any conditions, because if we have an emergency in the chair, we need to know how to treat you. Yep.
Exactly.
And we need to oversee what could happen. There is certain
Right.
things that it will prevent us for delivering a treatment. For example, if the patient had a surgery within, is it 6 months?
Yes.
6 months, yeah, you're gonna have a hygiene appointment either. So there is so many things. If you have a joint replacement, just so many things that we need to know. I know that it's not fun to go to the dentist and having to fill out all that paperwork, but
Exactly.
think about it. It's like you have to fill it out. We have to go through it too, and we have to look it up.
It's very important, you guys. Health history is very important.
Very important. Please, guys, for those of you patients that they're watching this, just try to be patient with us and just know that we're doing this for your own benefit and to protect you. And again, when
Me?
you are studying something that is healthcare, the life of a patient is in your hands at one point. So that's why it's so hard. In every profession, like if you go to nursing, if you go to PA, anything that is treating patients is going to be tough. So
It's
don't
gonna
get
be hard.
discouraged. Don't get discouraged, guys, and get to it. You can do it.
You guys can do it. We are here to tell you.
Yeah, you can do it. So anyway, let's move on a little bit.
I I love it. I feel like this is not even like we're just chit-chatting. I just love it.
I just wanted to be relaxed, I just want
Yeah,
to
just
be informative and just,
this is gonna be good.
just be.
They're gonna like this.
So do you feel like being at EF2 gives you a head start to English?
So this is a question I get a lot on my lives because there's a lot of pushback saying that you don't need to be in dental to go into dental hygiene, which is true. You don't need any experience at all. Everyone, as far as I've heard, like the first semesters, that's going to help you out a lot, with dental experience. And after that, it's all a new ball game. And I understand that. But I feel like I like to tell my supporters that it is definitely an advantage if you're in the dental field as an RDA, RDAEF, wherever you're sterilizer, because you are already you're getting past that boundary where you know what to expect in a dental office. You know what to look for. You know how to work with patients. You know the basics. Learning the basics is great. Like I already know all the basics, the restorative side of things, like the minor complications that can happen if something goes wrong. I feel like having this is definitely going to help me achieve the program a little bit better than someone that's just going into the program with no knowledge at all. So I like to say yes and no, but the majority I like to say is yes, it's going to help you. And it also, like, I always encourage my supporters on my life, like, if you go into dental assisting and you say, like, oh my gosh, I don't like this. This is not for me. I don't like spit. I don't like people's mouths. It's going to tell you, then maybe this is not for you. And you shouldn't go into dental hygiene because it's just going to get worse. You're going
Yeah.
to deal with so much more than just spit. I just feel like if you go into dental hygiene for all the wrong reasons and you get accepted and you get someone else's spot that really truly wanted that because it was in their heart and that's what they wanted to do, and then you end up dropping out of the program and that spot is just lost. It's just not a good feeling. I feel like it's just not right, if you know what I mean.
No, absolutely. I know exactly how you mean. I would say what I would recommend to those that they're trying to decide whether they want to go into dental hygiene or not is try to volunteer even as a dental assistant and get your feet wet to see if that
Yes,
even shadow somebody like a dentist or dental hygienist to see if that's something that you can see yourself doing as a career.
exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that.
Yeah, but I feel like even that experience by shadowing somebody can give you a head start. Is what I meant because you can use to something as simple as the tooth surfaces.
Yep.
Because when you hear dentists say OD, DOB,
Yeah.
you're like, what in earth?
What? MOB?
Wow, so you don't know what it is, right? Because we don't say mesial, distal, facial, whatever. That's just too long.
Right, exactly.
So it's easier when you know your teeth surfaces.
Yes,
And like you said before, Julio, to treat the patient. You know exactly how to treat the patient, And that's so
exactly.
because I feel like whatever you do in your life, whether it's dental hygiene, whether it's any profession that you have,
Yeah,
think that your main interest and the main part of your job is to create relationships.
exactly.
Once they create it, yeah, because if the patient doesn't trust you, you have to create that relationship.
Yes, guys, have them fall asleep on you, and that's when you know that you're in the good zone. You're good.
Exactly. I know. So another thing that is really interesting about you, because you are a multifaceted person, is that
Stop.
you are also a dental influencer.
Oh my gosh. Is that what we call me, an influencer? I'm like, no.
You're an
Thank
influencer. You're
you. technically like an influencer, but it's just like, oh my God, that word's so scary because like, what if I say something, I'm like, and you're like taking it with a grain of salt? Like, no, I gotta watch out what I say.
Do you remember what was your first post? What was that about? The very first one.
The very first post, oh my gosh. Okay. So I feel like it was my vlog, my little mini day in the life, like, like I think it was a pre-dental hygiene, my pre-dental hygiene student in his early 30s. And it just blew up because people like automatically, all these hygienists are like, you got this, you can do this. It's never too late. And just that, I feel like that's what kind of started me off because mind you, Inma, my biggest goal was to help those who were on the fence of wanting to go to dental hygiene or furthering their career, right? Because I could have started a page with my EF2 functions, but I feel like my whole and my main purpose and goal on social media, and thank you for everybody who follows me and like supports me. And me and Inma, please follow her. She's amazing. I honestly will always forever be grateful because for the platform that I have. And my main goal is to always wanting to encourage people to go further, to break that boundary. Stop being scared and go for it. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter who you are, what you are, race, nothing, ethnicity, sexuality, nothing. Go back, get your educations, go for whatever you want. If you want to be a dentist, you want to be an RN, that's my main goal is to encourage. And that's the feedback and the pushback that I've gotten is so great and it's so well accepted and it makes me happy because that's what I wanted and that's my whole point. And now for these supporters that I have, like my friendship, my relationship with you, and all these other dental hygienists that I'm building this friendship and this communication with, is gonna get to see me evolve from like an EF to a prerequisite student to a dental hygiene student to postgraduate life. And that's what I want. That's what I want. I want to document this. Of course, everybody has trolls. Like, if I were to tell you how many like DMs that I get, like nasty DMs of people just like, being there, don't let that stop you. If you want to create content and you want to document your journey, do it. Do it. Do it for yourself. Maybe you can look back and be like, oh my gosh, I remember when I was taking that physiology class, I was so stressed out and look at me now. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And the thing is that when you say you're always going to have like some negative comments, so that's what happened when you put yourself out there, you're open to that as well. But just remember that you can always block those people and their comments.
Well, the block button is our favorite. Block.
I done it too. It's like I post something and somebody's going to come and kind of rain in my parade, right? I'm like, no, you're not going to do that.
Exactly. No, Satan.
If it was something that it was constructive criticism, that is one thing.
That's different.
That's different to somebody just being mean
A
spirited.
troll.
That is something that I even sometimes tell in my life because when I do live, same thing. Sometimes you get somebody that is like, mean, and I tell them right away, I don't tolerate that kind of behavior.
Behavior.
But
As you should,
was
queen,
out
as you shouldn't. Yes.
on
Block,
me.
block, block.
Yeah. So you guys always have the power of the finger. Okay.
Yes, guys. Don't be afraid. Like we are trying to say, I'm hoping this podcast is encouraging you to go do it. Do it. Do the social media. Go back to school. Get it done. Be an entrepreneur like Inma. Do it. There's so much room for growth. There's so much opportunities in this world. No one has nothing trademark unless you're Kim Kardashian, obviously. But like do what you want to do. Do what you got to do. There's plenty of things you can do out there, and we're here and we're supporting you.
Absolutely. How do you balance all of this? Because my gosh, you have so many things, Julio. You have a school, you have the social media, you have your job, you have family, friends, and think, how do you do it?
I know. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how I do it, to be honest. Like, I literally black out most of the time. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, I don't even know what I did last week. But no, guys, listen, I feel like you have to be. I wasn't like this before. I wasn't. I did a whole 360 change in my life. I don't know if you know this, but I am sober now for almost 3 years in November, sober. I don't drink anymore. I don't party. I used to do all
Yeah,
of that. And
congratulations.
thank you. And so I had to decide, what do I want? What is more important? So once I stopped that, got back into a great state of mind where I'm like, I'm going back for this. And I have one goal in mind and I'm going to finish it. You start by creating these 5-year plans and then take it by the day. Like, okay, what is due? Get an organizer. I have so much like calendars that remind me, like, hey, don't forget to do this or don't forget to film this, don't forget to help, and don't forget that you have an appointment with like, be very organized. Make sure to not let everything be so consuming. Like, I take breaks from social media when I need it. When I know that I have to study, I don't go on social media. I don't know, like, I get ghost mode and people write me, "Hey, are you okay?" "Oh yeah, I'm okay. I'm just taking a little break." Make sure to put your mental health first. Be with friends and family. Try to make as much time as you can, but obviously always put your schoolwork first. My schoolwork and my homework and my studying always comes first, and then I go when I'm done and like I can do stuff like this, like with you and or my family, because I have everything done. So just balance. I feel like you should be able to balance and have a great, happy medium of also having a social life.
Yeah, it's so important, you guys, because yes, being in social media and educate people and all those things, they are important, but don't let them consume you
Hmm.
because you only live life once and it's just so beautiful. So make sure that you spend time with your family and friends as well and that you have fun and enjoy your life.
Yes, like, get that Coachella ticket. I was just telling Inma, like, just got my Coachella ticket as, like, a birthday gift for myself for next year, and that's something to look forward to. Like, always have something to look forward to because I feel like that is going to have, like, your a good high spirit, right? You're, like, counting down the days until you do something. Go book that trip. Inma, she travels, like, just do it. Do it while you still get your stuff done, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like you have to be, what is it word? Discipline. Gotta have discipline, but also have some lenience in there to have some fun.
For sure. It's important.
Yeah.
So if you weren't in dentistry, what career do you think that you would be in right now?
Oh my gosh, everyone always asks me this, and it's so funny because my automatic first answer is, I would love to be an actor. And they're like, "Well, I can see it." They're like, "I can see it. Why didn't you do that?" Trust me. I had my phase where I went to go apply to stuff, but let's be realistic. I don't know. I don't see myself as a nurse. I think I would probably be a teacher. I can see myself as a teacher, right? Maybe teaching 5th grade, 6th grade, somewhere where they're not in the era where they're mean, but they're not in the era where they're too rowdy. Just
Mm.
perfect. Like 3rd, 4th grade, maybe. Yeah, a
I
teacher. We're
can
gonna go with the teacher.
relate.
That's great. Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah.
nailed it.
I also think that everybody should be a teacher at least for 1 year before you have kids.
Yeah. You hear that? Go get prepared.
Get you prepared.
Love my nephews and nieces and but like, I don't know. You guys just have to have the heart for that, okay? And you guys, I don't know. Do you have kids, Inma?
I do, I do.
You
That's
do?
girl.
Okay, so she knows. See, so she's talking from experience, you guys. Listen.
Right, yeah. So tell me, coffee or energy drinks?
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with coffee. Coffee matcha. For sure.
Oh,
For
that sounds
sure.
good. That sounds really good. So
What about you?
I do a lot of coffee now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I used to do a lot of tea for a while. It's funny because even though I'm originally from Spain and we're really big in coffee, Girl,
Yeah.
I was never big on coffee. I was very big on tea, right? And
Oh,
up to probably like 4 years ago. And I don't know what it changed. All of this sudden, I felt like I needed more caffeine. I started having coffees, and then I bought like coffee machine, and I made my own coffees, and like, and I became addicted to lattes.
yeah, I love.
Now I'm big on that. But now, when I was in dental hygiene school, I
Mhm.
was really bad with energy drinks. I used to buy Red Bulls by
Oh
the
my goodness.
case, which is guys, don't do that. It's so bad for you.
I was just gonna say, guys, I saw this article on like Red Bulls, and I mean, I'll have a sugar-free one here and there, but like they are so bad. They're so
So
bad for
hard too. I remember one time that I was walking into a clinic.
Mhm.
It this I mean, after drinking, I don't know, maybe my third Red Bull, and I can feel like palpitations in my heart, and I was like kind of shaky and all that stuff, and that freaked me out, you guys. I was like,
Yes, no.
okay, no more.
Yeah,
I
that's
said,
exactly what happens.
sometimes we do things like that to keep you awake and alert. They're not always good for you. So go with coffee. Tastes better.
Yes, it really does. I love it. So I would say, yeah, I think we're coffee people and tea, matcha for sure.
But so yummy.
I love it.
Yeah. So what is your go-to pump up song before a long day on clinic?
Oh my gosh, this is so funny because I think everyone's gonna know the answer before I even say it. If you're watching, you already know the answer. I feel like Ariana Grande is my goddess, my queen. Literally, I think I have my whole dental office sick of me because I have my own playlist and I will sneak in and I'll put it on for the whole office to hear. And it's literally Ariana Grande. When I come home, it's Ariana Grande. When I wake up, it's Ariana Grande. I don't know if you're a fan, but trust me that her stuff that is in the radio is nothing compared to what's hitting in her albums. She is just amazing. I think she's gotten me through a lot of rough times back in my day, and she still is. So whenever I'm just having a bad day, I just play Ariana Grande and I feel better.
So I guess that we have to say that you are a fan.
I'm a huge fan. Okay. I am gonna go see her next year. Because mind you, I didn't get tickets, but I will go. I am going.
So tell me, what is one of the things that you wish your patients will stop?
What stop doing? My gosh, this is a good one. This one's a big pet peeve. I don't know if anybody else is gonna feel like this, but if you don't brush before your dental appointment, that's such a pet peeve. So please brush. I know you're gonna go into the dental cleaning and you're gonna get a cleaning done, but like, babe, please brush those teeth. I know you're gonna come and get your crown delivered. Please brush your teeth. Like, we're not gonna do it for you. Do you agree?
Agree. So one of mine, I have a couple, but one of mine is for them to have the urge of going to the bathroom as soon as they sit in my chair. I take them back, they come to my chair, and all of a sudden need to use the bathroom. And I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh, that is such a good one. I should have said that.
"What
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, listen. Oh my god. I think you opened a can of worms because that is okay, I take it back. That is my first or my second because honestly, you were out there for 30 minutes, and then you come back and bring you back and you're like, "Can I use the restroom?"
it doesn't fail. It's like every
What?
time. I just think it's so funny. But
It's funny, but I feel like I don't know, I try to explain this to my coworkers. I'm like, I try to put myself in their shoes and I'm like, maybe they don't think they have permission to use the restroom. Like, you know how we're so well like behaved? They're like, maybe like, oh my God, I can't go to the restroom because maybe they'll call me. And it goes like that and it keeps going like that. And then we finally call them and like, and then you go to the restroom. So I don't know. I try to put myself in their shoes.
so what do you think that we should do about that? I think that we should have a sign outside.
I was literally just gonna say, maybe we should have a sign. It's like, it's okay to use the restroom. Please use it now.
Please help yourself to the dirt.
Please help yourself. Don't ask. Just go.
But yeah, I think that you're probably right. They're afraid that we're going to go there and call them and they're not going to be. But what
Exactly.
you guys are listening, guys, if you are in the restroom, we go out and you're not there, it's okay. We'll come back.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We're not gonna be like, okay, next. No.
So who is your dream collab? Either another dental influencer or a friend or what?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Dream collab and or influencer. Well, listen, ever since I started, I have received nothing but love by all these fellow dental hygienists, especially the big one. Like, you know, Brush with Brit has reached out multiple times. She has become one of my friends, and it's like crazy to think because I used to look up to her, right? There's like Whitney DiFaggio. I don't know if you heard of Whitney DiFaggio, Pete's Talk Girl. She's another amazing one. Like, and she reaches out too. Like, Inma, you're one of the greats that also like reached out. There's like so many people that I already shout out to my girl Shelby, Megan, Annie. Like, all of these amazing hygienists have become my friends, and I'm like so happy that can say this, that I feel like I don't even have a dream collab anymore because I just like there's no more collabing. There's just friendships, right? It's
Yeah.
crazy to say because we never met each other, but I feel like through social media, you get to know somebody, and it's like, if you talk on the daily or text them, I feel like you just get connected. So when you see them in person, it's like nothing. Like we've already met. As far as a brand, I don't know. I feel like maybe like if Figs were to reach out in the future, Colgate, like we want you to be in our commercial. What? Like me? Okay. I'm like my acting fantasy has become real life, something like that. I don't
I'll
know.
see you in one of my commercials.
Yeah, girl, period. I'm ready. Like let me lose a little bit more weight and we're ready. Let's go. Love her. You guys, we love her.
Where can people reach you? How can they contact you?
So I pretty much changed my social medias to all be the same, so it's easier to find me. You guys can find me on TikTok and Instagram at Julio the Future Hygienist. It's gonna stay like that for a while because we're going through dental hygiene school too. Maybe once we graduate, we change it to Julio the Hygienist. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. But you can find me at Julio the Future Hygienist on all social media platforms. My DMs are always open. You guys, I've always said this since day one, and I will continue to do this if I grow a bigger platform. I will be always open to answer every DM that comes to me. I am open to helping anybody who needs the help. So please don't feel like I'm not approachable because I am.
You are
And come talk to me. Let's chat. I'm here to help. I might not know everything, but I will help you.
absolutely, and you are very approachable, and you do answer
Thank
pretty
you.
quickly. So yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate you. You're so amazing. I'm so happy that you're in my life, that we're establishing this great relationship. You guys, she has amazing, amazing brand aligned. Like for those who don't even know, she's a huge entrepreneur. She's an RDH, like she's gorgeous and she has her own brand. Like the epitome of like just a Latina woman empowering, has their own business. Like you guys support one another. That's all we need to do is support one another, or else no one's getting nowhere.
absolutely, and I think that that's the thing, right? Is like supporting each other. That's
Exactly.
what we need to do. Thank you, everybody, for listening,
Yes,
and
thank you guys.
thank you, Julio. It was so
Thank you.
nice having you. I mean, wanting to have you here for a bit. So
I love you. Thank you. I just feel like I'm so grateful and thankful that you have me on here. Like I said, this is my first guest appearance on any podcast, so I am so honored to be even have you would be my first one. So thank you so much. You guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining in. If you made it this far, you're a real one and we love you and we adore you.
I am honored to have you here, honestly. And
Thank you.
so thank you so much, Julio. And for all of you that are listening, please don't forget to subscribe. And so you don't miss the next episode Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Until
Yes.
we
Thank
love
you,
you
Idma, so
guys.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Kisses, everybody. Thank you so much.